confidence here, and yet they still have even more to show on Dust.
Well, there's one team that loves to bring their A game, it's FaZe. Never an easy defeat. Well, NAVI have earned that victory before. Let's see what FaZe we get today. Rops had a monster map, or match yesterday, in fact. Brokey really woke up, so I can't wait to see Brokey on the AWP on a Dust 2. Not quite FaZe's debut. Pretty one-sided loss to G2 back at Dallas, but had time in the lab, time in the kitchen, cook up something. Aggressive CT side start, they take lower, they bail, and they die on the way back. Wonderful gets that mid-pick as NAVI split the A site.
He was going to try run down Rain over here on short, but he's lost Wonderful. We'll pick up that trade onto Rain. That's when JL tries to spring this trap down in lower. You're going to see him here a hell of a lot, trying to cut down rotations. Woo. Not able to find anything in this round. 2v3 for Frozen and Rops. And these two were very much the standout players in that Saw matchup yesterday. Frozen with a horrifically slow start, but then a hell of a recovery to go alongside it. Let's see what form they're in now as they move in. A man down. Whoa, Rops, that is clean. Quick turn, Im is dead. Rops with the jiggle, and Alexi will find him. Frozen might pick up the trade, but there isn't time for this. Holding the bomb, bit with the swing, and with that kill not coming through, it's a NAVI pistol round to open up Dust.
Damn right, coming through swinging. We saw a similar pistol yesterday with JL just playing that late lurk lower and NAVI going for an A split. I think Bit was the standout guy on the T side. He's back with another, and Frozen's got all the util in the world around his armor. So FaZe give it a go. Able to save if NAVI, for example, just full rushed long and took that space back. Brokey on the bomb side just wiggling. Double layered scouts here. That's a nice corner smoke. It's going to get NAVI into pit, plat, wherever they deem necessary. Right now it's all a bit of a fake out. They've got a late Xbox smoke going in from Wonderful, allowing them to get up catwalk into Rain's Deagle.
Flashes in mid, and Rain's able to peek on the back of them. That's an early opener for FaZe Clan. And Rain's not shy about hanging around on short. He's going to maintain that position. Meanwhile, these scouts try to take a little bit of room over at long. Carrigan sees an arm, and he's going to take so much more than that. No. Even a follow-up tag onto Bit. That is worst case scenario. 172 damage done by that one scout. And that's Brokey following up. This is quickly getting away from NAVI.
Scout's so lethal on this map. And one man coming up catwalk, catches a jiggle. JL converts that spray cleanly, but he's lost his teammate and the bomb with 25 seconds. FaZe just play to survive. They play to escape. Out of position now. Frozen takes that long spot, and Rain hits another deagle. That's 3 kills from the Norwegian in this 4-spy round.
I think something that FaZe might look to exploit is JL. Even though they won yesterday versus Astralis, I don't think he looked very comfortable in what he's meant to do on this map.
Yeah.
You could just kind of see it. Like, some of the timings were awkward. Sometimes it felt like maybe he was playing too soon or playing too late. It wasn't like this picture-perfect tunnels lurk, and it was very consistent. Every round, you knew JL was going to be floating around the tunnels trying to catch players in rotation.
Well, I guess on one side, you have FaZe, they just define experience, and on the other, you have NAVI, who definitely have had recent success in the last year or so, but some of these players, you know, the standout players, JL, Ema specifically, have not played Dust 2 at a high level in their careers, if you consider the recent trajectory of them rising to Tier 1 since Dust 2's removal in the map pool. So this is going to be a true test for NAVI. Biggest and baddest opponent yet, coming in on this B split. That's a sick entry from Bit, but Rops is still in the site, and he farms them up with the MP9. Easily done from FaZe. The force back for NAVI falls on dead ears. Damage, but no more. It's unlucky. Clock's out.
Yeah, it felt like NAVI had all the room to work with in middle, exactly what they were looking for, right? And so maybe if he just tried to sneak out a little bit later while they're homed in on window and door, could have got away with something real juicy.
Brokey calls top mid clear, and then Frozen sneaks into lower. So they make sure that this is unconfirmed. I mean, what can JL do here? Let him off on this one. even survived. He's let out. Alive. On loose. Nice tap. Karrigan's having a great day already, you can tell.
Damn.
Cleanly done for FaZe, but it was always meant to be. Here is the real rifle kind of distraction piece running through smokes into B. A lot of fakes that pulled Saw to the wrong site on Ancient. FaZe go for the quad long take. Rops solo B right now. But JL just patrolling on his own for the moment.
This was something Na'Vi didn't really have to worry about, was an AWPer that would push and prod these mid attempts, right? Whenever they wanted the short to A, they would often get this space. And so curious how involved Brokey tries to be with that big green.
This is a big gap. They can just get up cap. Frozen's crossfiring CT with Brokey, who's undecided on his position. Reinforces a smoke at both spots. They hear that tag. Good timing on the peak for Frozen. He finds 2 on the spray. JL's got that B entry though, and he is going to run through the smoke. They don't know Brokey's in the site, but a missed shot will cost you maybe even the round.
With Alexi late lurking out through Cat, he's going to meet Karrigan in the head-to-head. So Karrigan will get the better of the captain, sure. But the bomb makes it into B, meaning FaZe are tasked with this retake. JL putting on a clinic right now. 2 kills on the opener to even make this round happen.
Okay.
Gonna arm Wonderful with his weapon of choice as well. He's thinking about his teammates. Trying to keep Wonderful comfortable in this post plant. That makes life a lot easier to hold this tunnel's angle. Very hard to do with the rifle, but with the AWP, it's quick work made of it by Wonderful, and him and JL cook up that round just between the two of them. It starts with the 2 KO. Util long and take that control. Na'Vi move in. They always have a player, usually it's Bit, listening for that info. And so if they don't hear the usual volley, they'll go and take long control, and that means that your short players will struggle to find anything. This is more like it, all across the map.
Nice, Chev.
FaZe come up with the goods on the openers.
Oh my god.
Even follow-up spam from Frozen.
It's just death POVs right now.
This was a Hail Mary of around Na'Vi, never even knew what hit him.
Every peak punished. And this is FaZe. I mean, Karrigan swung off Cat with a deagle. Past that point, everything came up for FaZe. Brokey's going for no scopes in the doors right now. Reassured by Rops' position. And I mean, you don't want to save, but what can you do? Na'Vi don't know. B is completely open for the taking right now. The fear of walking into tunnels is enough. FaZe happy to make
They
plays.
are pushing lower tunnels. You kind of don't want to give... You won't give both kills away, so the round should still be safe.
Or will you?
Oh.
He is good for it. That's the bomb. That should guarantee the round. It's clean with the taps, but
Yeah, just to go back to like the cool thing about this T side right now is you'll note like in almost every one of these rounds, Bit will go and sit at the long doors early, wait, listen for the util, while his team are kind of floating around either the tunnels or top mid. And then they're very, very quick to react. If you don't hear the util, what does that mean? They're probably boosting Cat. They're probably going to try and take some Cat aggro and maybe try and fight us mid. Okay, we'll counter that by taking long away and make them have to worry about that, right? So it's like a very good, like, fundamental look at their T side. It's nothing super flashy, but they're certainly nailing the
fights in different positions, spawn play. He's re-peeking tunnels there. A bit of a B aggro. This is so reliant on the pick though. If FaZe don't give away the kill, Na'Vi won't go. They're just hoping Wonderful can get this 5-on-4. Grenades go in. Minimal damage. It seems like they might scale with this AWP holding plat for them, knowing no one has crossed past the bomb site. Great position for Rops though. Is it a bit high up? Oh, Wonderful so fast on that AW. Karrigan flashing himself in, catches a back turn, drops the AWP, but Na'Vi still own that B bomb site. No smoke.
Yeah, they don't have a smoke for the door. That could be problematic. Brokey has a chance to catch them crossing. Rain might try and walk this, but if he does, he's got to be aware for JL. And instead, he'll slow it right down. Oh, that was the chance to level the playing field and deal with this lurker. Instead, Rain's tagged up. Frozen misses his window of opportunity, and none of these fights have gone FaZe's way. They've got to start writing this off.
They're in trouble though. Bit's up Cat. He can backstab them. They have to exit middle. JL knows they're running away, and with Bit behind, he can go hunting through the door. That's great pressure for Bit. He only... Oh my God, JL. Ludicrous display. One more, maybe, baby. He's going to find it. 4 kills for JL. For 9.
I mean, honestly, if you're FaZe and if you're able to find like a 6-all scoreline, you would be extremely happy with that.
Oh, knife out. Oh my God, he recovers. Jumps on top of the bin. Puts him in one.
Go back to scouting, buddy.
Orb's good though. Oh, that bounced awkwardly. Not behind blue. Rain still gets it done. The flash is good. Rain, oh, so close, not quite. He out with the advantage.
That was really awkward. Imma turned from a flash, but then ran out like a whole second before the flash was in. Might have been a very different story if the timing was better there. So instead, it's just down to 2, but these are the 2 you'd want if you're Na'Vi. JL and Wonderful both having a commanding performance in this game so far. They're going to start to work their way out towards middle. Wonderful scoped in, gets that opener. Frozen on the receiving end of the AWP, and so it's all eyes on Rops. Only armed with the MP9. Brokey is a long way away. Rops needs something here, and slowing it down might not be enough, but Brokey gets there just in time. JL's got to do this all alone. Deals with the first man in. Brokey tries to play with pace, and that might betray him, but he runs at JL, and the USP will lock in the round for FaZe. Brokey saves the day.
Feels like he's going to miss it. Like he's mid-movement, he's climbing up boxes, he'll still hit it every time. They're going to B-rush. They found Robs, they found the anchor. It's only Frozen on rotation. It's a save. If I'm FaZe, I'm throwing in the towel.
There's always one waiting along. Harrigan learns that the hard way. This time it's not Bit, it's Imma.
Got to give it up. But even then.
I can't believe Brokey's here. Like, he shouldn't be here, and he knows it.
They're just hoping if Na'Vi gave away another kill here, it would tempt FaZe back in, but Na'Vi know when to budge and when not to. It's too late in the round at that point. It's not going to tempt FaZe. And so while they can play to contain, Na'Vi lightning in a bottle right now. Explosive B hit near the end of the half. Completely catches FaZe by surprise. Getting Rops pushing lower as well. FaZe have made that play many times in this game. Na'Vi have not once tried to challenge it.
You know you want to go in. Rain full blind on the attempt to take long. So Brokey from the car position. He's got to put FaZe back in the driver's seat.
Handbrake pulled up for Na'Vi though. Screeching to a halt here as they see if FaZe have taken space anywhere else on the map. Felt hard for Rops to replicate yesterday's performance with the hand they're dealing him at B. Carrigan takes his scout up Cat. It's looking like body shot city though, and Alexi B is able to finish him before he even gets a tag. That's repositioning. Awkward. They're running at him. He's going to hit the first though.
Yeah, tries to swing out for more. I mean, it's kind of all he could do there. He's being pressured from Cat and from the long side, and so that dream of a 6-6 half might not come through for FaZe. It's just Frozen and Rops left in this one, and with the bomb going down, with the site taken and so much control for Na'Vi, there just shouldn't be a way back in. Rops 1v2, low on health, no chances. Na'Vi, oh, they're not able to put a stop to him yet, but the nade from JL will. And so they run away with their advantage. Sit up and take note here of watching both these teams and how they take the dust too.
To jump on it with the sus. Coming around the smoke, little trigger discipline. Decides to jump on it with the sus brag, and then fallbacks down is all of FaZe. Chopper is so good. He's so good.
Na'Vi deal FaZe a rough old T-side there in the first half, and in spite of some promising moments early on for FaZe Clan, they're not able to win out on their CT side, but now things flip over. FaZe get to embrace the T side of Dust 2, and we get to see the Na'Vi CT half tested a little more than it was yesterday in that matchup versus Astralis. You can imagine a lot of teams are going to sit up and take note here of watching both these teams and how they take the Dust 2. So we're still yet to have a full picture painted for how they like to play it.
Carrigan loves a P250. Able to assist with some util down mid. They're going to pop out lower with this Xbox smoke. Blocking Ema. Oh, that's an entry for Bit, though. Double upper B push, and they will not stop at that. JL goes sending around the world. This will leave him completely out of the round for a while. If he can play that late long, who knows? NAVI just going to try and stall for him. Ema drops off. They run before the smoke appears. Alexia, nice tap. Make it two from the captain of NAVI. And they don't even know about this big flank all the way behind. Frozen's given up, and Brokey planting the bomb, but this is still a very comfortable situation for NAVI.
Oh, Brokey catches Bit jumping, and they hear JL's footsteps on the long flank. Frozen offers up another. This one was just the 2 for FaZe, and they've battled their way right back in. Now it all falls to Frozen, entrusted
Not for him.
with the P250. He's going to have to close the distance on this bomb plant. He's really got to make some ground up here, trying to close the gap and move on in, but the defuse held from Wonderful, and there's nothing that Frozen can do. NAVI snipe that pistol round away.
Forces Frozen to commit so hard to that long position. He can't stop the defuse. Rain doing tricks right now, spinning on it.
Such a big spot for him as well to have seen Bit crossing into lower. Brokey tried to peek every angle at once, and that's a decision he comes to regret.
Bit's just a Dust player, man. You just know it. You can tell every time. His T-side didn't really need to carry him through. It's a nice deagle for Robs.
The Robs Deagle 1v5?
No.
Oh, immediately deleted on the wide swing. And so the conversion, it's landed to push and prod. See what they can get away with. With the lower smoke dropped in from NAVI and then that molly in top mid, this kind of slows down the first rifle round for FaZe. They had to consider, you know, what if NAVI were playing ahead of this smoke? Molly physically takes the pace out of the top mid push. They finally have some cat control here. However, there's layers of defense for NAVI ready to move in and teed up on the back of a flashbang. Bit and Emma bite down on the mid control.
Ooh. Second chance at life, not that he needs it. 5v2. FaZe desperately trying to claw back this disadvantage. And all positions known now. I love the reset for NAVI. They don't need to fight this. They can just set up elsewhere. Make FaZe work for this round. No surprise to see Bit shredding right now. I mean, he won his Grand Slam in NAVI when this map was in the pool. Just tucked in CT right now. Ema getting that spot for him. Flash comes, or rather smoke on the catwalk. They are just buying as much time as possible. And Ema can flash Bit through CT. If that smoke does come down, it might have to. 20 seconds. They know they need the kills, and they're going to go for them right now. No shot, you're winning this round, FaZe. 10 should be locked in as Bit finds 4 frags in middle on this CT.
Someone who's very at home here on the sands of Dust, but also Alexi. Dust was always a good map for the Ent squad, and only really started to drop off once he was removed from that team.
Ooh. Cheeky peek after the flash and catches Frozen before the smoke blooms. They're going to run through. Don't know about this car position though. Alexi doesn't need help, he says. Captain keen to get involved, as well as Carrigan on his CT side. Alexi's second triple kill of the half already.
He just looks very at home, doesn't he? Very familiar with where he's got to be looking and when. He swings back into the short fight and is able to nail it. And now it's just Brokey left standing down here in pit. NAVI, this is great form showing to open up this series.
The one thing you do really get on Dust, here it is, maybe the final chance for FaZe in this game. It feels like it's gone by so quick. It does get tagged on that cross. FaZe going for the big control. Oh no, miss flash. It's fine, they're gonna get up cap for free. No resistance. Orb, not a factor for NAVI. It's wonderful inside of the site.
You've at least put a good amount of pressure on here if you're FaZe. You're fast running out of the resources to kind of keep this up, so eventually they've got to make their mind up here. Going to try and get out mid. Imma wants to stop that in its tracks, and Imma will. A mow down assisted from JL's flashbang. And then JL
killed
2 team. We have guys like Device say that Dust 2's always felt like a 50-50 map, but Astralis would say no, it's 100%, mate. Quick clash on the catwalk. Rain gets that trade at least, but can he keep this momentum going? The attention's pulled away for long for the time being. Bit gonna have to reposition here. Tries to get himself out of the firing line. He is the danger right now. Carrigan dead. First man out from long, and Bit just keeps on going. Looking for even more. Bit has destroyed FaZe Clan. And just one more left to find. It's all Bit, baby, as NAVI lock in another win. Gets to survive the run. Oh, a nice response here from JL, who's having a field day. A bit of luck goes his way and sees Rain exit the pistol round early.
This is a committed position. They jump around Alexi B, but Ima's come in for support and catches Brokey off guard. Bomb drop. Alexi can re-aggress, and that bomb is loose in the vent. Carrigan, clean shot with a P250. We've seen him do it time and time again, but he is all alone down lower. They come dropping down the vent too little too late. Rob's just trying to survive the night right now. Both players pushing and prodding as he awaits his flank from Frozen.
Gonna take a moment to get there, but the gap's starting to close on Rops. He's able to respond, and now Alexi, here's these footsteps of Frozen moving in behind him. It was the 1v1 for about half a second. I didn't hate the ideas that NAVI were attempting, but the individuals just looked off. And it wasn't until that second half where they upset very early on that everyone sort of collectively got their second wind. And I don't think there's any doubt today that NAVI, the individuals, have looked super switched on. And so I think if they're going to try and go for some of these grouped pushes, it should work out better for them.
Got the waterfall smoke coming in to allow the cross for Rain. He's playing Deagle over the Mac right now. Can trade that out as he goes behind this utility. No third smoke. There it goes. A little late to the party. Rain will be able to cross. It's Bit on ramp getting pressured here. Ooh, well-timed smoke. Rain doesn't cross. Had the chance to. He must drop down the vent. This opens up a world into that A-bomb site. JL yesterday was caught alone a lot of times in this position. As FaZe fake ramp, they go back to fight this top hut man. JL volley timing is key. It gets down maybe a little early. FaZe ready to go.
And he buys himself a few more seconds. That hit is looming, and JL is so blind. If he's able to cause chaos, it could give rise to Imma coming up through the vent, and it will, but he can't chain together the second kill. Aggression in through the lobby in the meantime. And Alexi spotted back in garage. That triggers Frozen to drop down lower with this bomb on his back. And Rain's going to be there to join him late on the outside cross. Both players for NAVI grouping ramp side. And right now, there's a small window for the 2v1 on Frozen. Try play ahead of it. Rain's only got this MAC-10 to work with. Frozen strikes, Alexi dealt with. But now Rain's got to be the one to mop it up. And maybe not the gun for the job. There's no head armor on Wonderful. So that MAC-10 hits that much harder. Smoke on the bomb. And Rain's just toying with him around the doors. Wonderful. Looks like he wants to try to commit to the stick here. Tap on the bomb. Rain's got the knife pulled. And Wonderful is run down as Rain delivers in the 1v1.
You know that FaZe had that get.
The FaZe pick up the round dominantly was the Wonderful miss, right? Like, it's right at the start of the round. You can kind of go, okay, that's unfortunate. But if he stops Rain going lower in the first place, that awkward moment later in the round never even materializes where they lose Bit on the lower bomb site.
Wonderful really tried to force that opener there, but the door smoke is very deep. So there's no gap. Ooh, we got a ramp flash. In they go. But full blind is Bit. That's awkward. Looks right into it. Alexi's still here, or at least someone is who threw that flash from afar. Rain taking his time outside, but should be aware, well, they are aware Wonderful's AWP is in play. FaZe are not giving it the time of day right now. Passive at back lobby for Rops.
Yeah, that flash slightly bounced off the wall, right? So that's why Big gets full blinded by it.
Nice.
Wonderful with the aggro. Will deal with Rops back in the lobby at least, but you've had to make concessions to deal with this, and you've given up the yard again. And so you're flying blind right now with no knowledge as to what's happening down here at lower. Now you hear the footsteps, and you know the FaZe have moved in.
I love that Frozen plays it so early. It's the last thing Navi expect to be hunted before FaZe have even planted the bomb.
Okay.
Lexi's in dark, and the bomb does get down, but he's going to get spammed in the corner. 2-on-3, Navi, they know they're buying next, so JL wants to give it a look in. A quick shot here can make all the difference, and it does connect. He's being flanked right now.
It's all kind of hinging on if he's able to either deal with Rain quickly before Frozen arrives, or if he has the foresight to check behind him, but I don't think he would be this late in the round. So they have to uproot Rain, and with no kill being presented, it will be the fight onto Frozen back at ramp, and Rain plays in tandem with him there.
Play that really slow, considering they're actually trying to go for it, right? Like, Ema doesn't make any... I feel like Ema has to go for the info play, run out the door, find that player. They're both clearing window together, and
this has always been the strength of FaZe's Nuke, is that one smoke or one set of smokes has so many different things that can happen off the back of it. They don't do many as set pieces, they'll just have kind of signature util that they have 3 different ways to play around.
Such a smooth run boost for Wonderful. After throwing the molly, he gets on garage roof instantly. A FaZe for taking silo spawn, you know, trying to crouch around like Brokey did last time, he would have died. But of course, FaZe, one step ahead, keep it fresh, go back to the solo lurk outside. He's pushed all the way, but Rain, as a result of the nades, won't aggress. So the question is, how long does Ema wait before he starts to flank? FaZe put pressure ramp, and they run and gun their way through.
Yeah, because Rain's so low, FaZe are trying to go quickly here to make up for the fact that they don't have this outside control, and all of a sudden, they get gifted 3 kills in 3 separate fights all across the map. Alexi down at lower will withstand that first man in, but it's Wonderful Zorp that's got to stand and deliver. Low HP on Rain, and Wonderful finally finishes this job that they started earlier on out in the yard. He's not done yet. He's got to do so much more, and Wonderful is quick with it. 3 kills from Wonderful. He'd been a non-factor in the game so far.
Incredible round for Wonderful. Something Navi needed just to get into this game right now. Let's see if FaZe change the pace. They will. Quick outside. I don't know. Full blind. I'm not sure. Rain's talking a lot. He must have seen Alexi make that cross down. They've got Molotovs ready to go. Trying to punish Alexi on this push. He won't commit through. He's got blocking util down B. And FaZe will meet him there.
Oh, Rops has snuck down the vent.
Cheeky boy.
They've got no clue. Alexi is on borrowed time right now. Rops, no. Oh my god. Oh, not needed. Not needed at all.
Oh.
Pixel angle for Alexi B, and Rain takes his head off. We'll get dealt with by Bit in the rotation. There's layers to this for FaZe Clan, and so Brokey's able to help them out. It's a 3-on-3, and Navi were looking like they were going to go save there for a moment. They've lost so much control down towards lower for such a while now, and there's so much info for FaZe to play around. This one is a hard one to justify. They're going to see if they can get this opener. See if you can get this first kill to tee you up for the round.
Right, cool. So out of position. Like you said, with FaZe, full control. They have the ramp side, they have the window. You don't even know where the other 2 players are if you're NAVI. My, oh my, this is a high-level...
...is in a lot of these spots because you don't get many chances to be involved early, and it feels like he's constantly worried he's missing them. Even that round where Brokey tries to peek up on top of the silo, he's like getting paranoid that more players are crossing, and so we have another one of these rounds where Brokey takes that off onto top silo. Imma comes through with that lobby aggression. You wanted to see some more of these pushes, and Navi offer them up here and now. Ops and Carrigan both dead right at the top of the round. And the moves keep getting made for Navi as they drop 2 players down lower. They'll actually decide against it, bringing another backup through the vent. JL was going to commit to the drop there, but he is very much the anchor man of this top site, and so he can't afford to be out of position.
Bomb is still loose. Alexi has that cross back. No way he clears this and walks backwards here. Brokey almost connecting the wall bang. The volley will force a reposition. Pistols out. Easy closer for Brokey, but he's got to go back to reinforce that bomb pickup. Frozen's looking for more picks. He knows players feel the pressure outside, and he's got JL as he walks through the door. Brokey is still coming through, but that bomb is being nestled by Bit, who holds control of the spray. 1v2 for Brokey. Not a lot of time to do it either. And where has Bit gotten off to? He has no idea. Inside of the hut. Ring around the Rosie. Brokey on borrowed time.
Gonna go looking into the hut for Bit. Oh, no scope connects. Okay, this is a real mental challenge now for Brokey, because Imma was last spotted pushing lobby. You have no idea where he's gotten to in all this downtime.
No way he can win this. 10 seconds on the ramp rush? I don't think there's time. 5, 4...
Gonna get there just too late.
No.
Oh, seconds off for Brokey.
He just knows that Ima's going to be upper, but I would have thought that going for the fight. This is now back-to-back dominant games from FaZe over NAVI on you. Is there anything at the end of the barrel for NAVI?
Oh, Rain so deep with these smokes down. But a nice swing from Wonderful. Zorb nets them one. JL dead over in the hut as Alexi tries to move back in for a main and retake this space. He's got support from that AWP. It is just Alexi and Wonderful working in tandem right now. And they've done it all for NAVI here as they shoot for a third right at the end of the half. It's just Brokey left to beat. Bomb on his back, but Bit to run into. Will he be ready for this? Last time he was robbed of the clutch attempt at time. Oh, he knows.
No crowd, Brokey.
He's letting us know. He is aware. Bit boxed in, but finishes off Brokey as NAVI pick up a third to close out. At least fought the goods today versus NAVI, who managed a measly 3 rounds there to close out their CT side.
Yeah, it's one of those games where Karrigan's 2-9, and you didn't even realize because everything is working perfectly. Every punch connecting for FaZe, every fake bought by NAVI. Gonna have to have a pistol round if this is ever gonna be a recovery for Natus Vincere. They get a man down the vent. Pops is on the hunt. This is the bomb back turn. He doesn't take the shot. He wants everything. Couldn't guarantee that kill. He's heard 3 players down lower. This is now getting awkward for Robs, and he won't recover. You understand, he couldn't get that clean shot on JL, but now that's allowed the plant, and FaZe are playing retake.
I would have loved to have seen him give chase at Decon door. You felt like the check was going to come in regardless because they never had secret control for NAVI. And so now they go chase down Rain over at ramp, and even as Frozen mops up Bit, a 2v3 required from Brokey and Frozen. Alexi even backstabbing them out through Decon, and he's got the round right here in the palm of his hands. 1 kill from the captain of NAVI, and that's all it takes as JL helps him out, swinging it wide from the ramp room. Now, I want to wait till we see the first rifle round.
Okay, I'll give you that. Well,
but it's certainly the way that NAVI had to start this. They've stuck the landing there.
Classic. Brokey learning from Rops.
Oh, Robs didn't do this.
Bye. I'll see you on the B site.
Where is Zeus now? Like,
anywhere.
Picks aside a ramp and hopes that's the one they come down.
Rifle rotating for Frozen into that top site. They go hell to A. Frozen could certainly be in the right position. But I mean, winning this round is a far cry for FaZe.
Feels like that's FaZe's read on the situation, is that this one's going to end back on upper. I know they're the 2 down lower right now, but Brokey's not really there like through choice. He very much got forced to that rotation.
Can sit in the vent, deny the drop, come up the vent. Zeus, drop back down,
so
come up again.
FaZe have certainly got the right read on where this one's ending up.
Oh my god, he's going to get a Zeus kill. Get ready.
Let's see. Frozen dead immediately. Karrigan offers up some resistance. Brokey Zeus has to get involved as Karrigan's trying to hold them back from the hut. He starts to give chase now, but he might have gone too early. They don't commit to this push back in main. He is getting wrapped on, and Wonderful out from the heavens deals with Karrigan. Brokey's been spotted, and now they know where the last man is, so that Zeus never gets to fire off.
Sorry, I spoke too soon. It did look like... And
yeah,
Navi will be right behind.
2 gun rounds between Navi and a nice little tie game.
Seen this one before. Brokey's orb starting heaven.
I wonder if we're going to see Wonderful get boosted. Usually, when Navi are throwing the smokes on this timing, they play him to try and take a fight around red. And he does have a teammate there with him.
Yep.
He does try to go up. Yeah, that main smoke fades after. They throw that first, right? So then it kind of opens up this corridor for him to duel from. Seen that one before. Rops over here, over at ramp, gonna get flashed. Needs to do something as now he's dropped in.
Yeah.
Well, managed to elude capture and gives time for Brokey's orb to get involved. He goes swinging back up, looking for fights, and JL ends up on the receiving end of it. They catch Wonderful crossing out in the yard. And so FaZe, they bring out the big guns, and they're off to the races. They might lose Frozen down here at lower, but Rops has just gained control over that bomb.
What a beautiful recovery for Rops. He messes up the position on the railing and then realizes they're out. He just has to drop. That baits for Brokey. He re-aggresses off of Brokey's position, and then Alexi just comes jumping in. Rops is 10 health, makes it look easy. And Emo's just combat saving now, trying to find exits in unorthodox positions, but talk of that, Rain's got exactly the angle he needs to stop this save. So FaZe, 10 rounds. All it takes is that first buy to put him in position.
It's a real sigh of relief moment for FaZe, right?
You can kind of throw the round off that play, but of course he hits it. Respectable eco for Na'Vi playing for overtime.
Yeah, Robs, don't often mess these up. Oh, he's on for the ace. Go on, get it. Get it, it's just JL left. Go on, Rops, the nade softens him up. JL denies. Big Brokey's there to help Rops out.
5 to go for overtime. FaZe, ample opportunity to close out their map pick. And a reassuring look from FaZe on a map that's let them down as of late. They've reinvented in a crucial group winning match. Both these teams already qualified to the playoffs. FaZe just wanting that semi-final spot, wanting that rare day off.
Yeah, they don't get those often. Still that third map needed. They decide if they get one, but here on Nuke, a strong showing thus far as Na'Vi having a second win, but up against 12 rounds, they've got no margin for error. At least for the time being.
Oh no, poor Karrigan. He's really not having a great game, is he? 3 and 15. Frozen, not long for this one either. Out with the position known, they can get that A plant. Frozen's just looking to bring this gun into the next round.
In Karrigan's defense, you'd rather it here and now than on that third map. He knows that from experience, so gonna get it out the way early. Everyone else is playing good anyway. But the gap is starting to close, and the money's starting to run out for FaZe. You're still a little ways away from being worried. They're gonna have more rifle rounds before all is said and done. But across these last couple, that kind of eagerness for FaZe to get this game over the line has come back to haunt them. Some of the aggro moves are now getting punished from Na'Vi. And suddenly there's not much headspace between the two of you now. Not even this save is guaranteed. It's, oh my god, there are a lot of bodies here. Frozen's gonna die to the bomb anyway.
I'm sick of it, man. Where can you play? You have to go to the extremes on Nuke. And an extremely possible comeback, as you're prophesizing perhaps, Harry. As MR12 often provides. FaZe don't have much room for error here. Full eco. Pop Let's see how this works for Rops. Bit was on the other side of it. Yeah, dodges it immediately. Well handled.
So FaZe have got 2 rifle rounds left to close this game out.
Are you worried?
A little.
Navi just T-sided.
I mean, they really are here on Nuke. That's what they've been showing us as of late. Won't really glory for Rain at the end here, so probably gonna die to the bomb if he's not careful. So they're gonna give the Alexi B Mac 10 a bit of extra cash, and so yeah, this one's really starting to tighten up here.
Lil's no max. You're going for a pick. Go on.
Oh, Frozen nearly walked right into that. Tries to spam back the other way. JL's been very annoying across the last few rounds with some of these openers over at the door. And him is now taking space out in the yard.
10 steps made.
Late wall goes in for NAVI, and this time Im is going to try walking through it, but Rain will catch him. It's so good out in the yard at kind of piecing together what his opponent's doing, the options available, and he catches a perfect timing. Im was very much hoping that Rain would be trapped on the other side of those smokes, or at least not considering the walk. Even the NAVI haven't looked to do that yet.
FaZe is just trying to force him into this ramp stack. They keep re-smoking A, and look at this orb. This could be a bit of an undoing, but Brokey hits that quick shot as he's known. 5 on 3. This is FaZe sending us to Mirage.
Yeah, NAVI are pinned in the lobby. They've got no map control anywhere else. They gave up outside a long time ago, so they've just got to battle forward here. It's really all they're left with. And the moment they do, this backstab gets involved. It gets activated. That's the bomb away from NAVI. JL's got to try and deal with this Brokey orb, but even then, there's more where that came from. Rops goes swinging, and it's just Bit left standing. 1 versus 3 with 20 seconds left. It's right here for FaZe Clan, that 3rd and final map, waiting in the wings, and there's nothing that Bit can do about it. It might have got a little nerve-wracking as we continue down the stretch, but eventually, FaZe are good to lock in Nuke and keep this series. Straight into this one then. In times gone by for FaZe victories, you've often been looking for a handful of names, and Rops is always up there. Alongside him, it's usually Brokey or Frozen topping the charts. For NAVI, they've often lent on team captain Alexi. As wild as that is to say, he's got a pretty good track record here on Mirage. Rain's been having a good series thus far, but it's just the one and done with Rops hitting the ground running. This could be a promising sign for FaZe moving forward. JL's going to deal with them. So the game's afoot now for NAVI as they exert a bit of control over the A site, but that bomb is still dropped up in the apartments.
Yeah, they want to play objective, but the pressure's being put on for FaZe. They can't cross safely back into that palace. Window player dropping in middle, grouping for this con fight. Alexi, no armor, getting tagged up, and JL may get that bomb, but he's got a 1v3 ace to embark upon, and Brokey doesn't let him start. Nice shots out of the USPs of FaZe to find that first pistol. Oh, that hurts. Rain's ready. Pit just watching JL die. Down where NAVI would just want to drag it out.
Yeah, the longer they take, the more util's getting used, right, with each passing second. Also gives you some time to plan ahead, start to look towards that next round when the guns come out. And so as NAVI tiptoe up through lower, they're going to go right in to old mate Rops and Brokey. That twosome that opened up the pistol with double kills apiece. Going to be the ones they meet over here in middle. As Rops moving in to make quick work of this, and it's back-to-back 2Ks for Rops and Brokey to open up Mirage.
When FaZe took that for FaZe to finally undo their group stage woes.
And to do it over NAVI, no less.
Feel good. That mid-take coming in for NAVI, delayed off of the window smoke, and they come fast up catwalk looking for a B split perhaps. Robs catches that timing on the break. He's going to find a 5-on-4 and get out scot-free. Karrigan is alone at the B bomb site, but they walk through the smoke. Alexi not there in time to save the day. Brokey even gets out from his rotation to the back of the bomb site, and he is clinical with it. 2 swift shots out of Brokey, leaves Wonderful in the clutch. He started strong, but needs to go on, and Wonderful finds 2 sprays. He's looking for the ace.
No! Wonderful! Just one left to find. It's Frozen. And with a whole minute to play with, Wonderful not feeling the pressure from the clock here. He's got hot hands. Maybe enough to melt Frozen, who lies in wait back at bench. Goes unaccounted for, dropping in. He should be a dead man. Frozen doesn't play right away, swings out later and puts a stop to Wonderful's clutch attempt. 4 kills on...
It's the last place Wonderful thinks to check. Nice try for Wonderful, but FaZe go off to their strong CT start yet again.
I think that, honestly, if you're FaZe, that kind of serves as a very poignant reminder early on. Don't give these guys more chances. And give them those sorts of opportunities. You at least win it out and you stop yourself from getting 1v4'd.
It's an expensive lesson, but it's one worth learning.
Quick spill over through the B apartments, looking to get mopped up here, but Wonderful still feeling it after that last round. Karrigan, can he put a stop to them? Robs has come in to lend a helping hand. Wonderful's trying to do it again. Wonderful is a solo one-man army right now for NAVI. 3 kills on his way to another attempt at the ace clutch. Is the second time the charm for Wonderful. No, he's cut down by Rain. You've never seen this start like this. That's made you nervous in back-to-back rounds.
Certainly a good sign to go on with as he pulls the AWP out in this rifle round. Drop down lower as well, so I think FaZe like to do a lot. We saw them, especially EPL, do double lower. It was often Brokey and Robs dropping together. This time it's just Frozen. And now he's trapped. There's nothing worse to just give... Oh, he swapped! He had that kill. Dead to right. He swaps off with the gun. And Ema finds that opening kill. There is still revenge from Rain. And in the middle, Robs fights for his life. Blinded is Wonderful. He gets back in. JL, nice entry onto Rain. There's still so many more in Connector, and that is the cool. But Robs has pushed all the way to the top of mid, and he has found the gap. Fear is they still think it's A because of JL. Which way does Robs flank? Yeah, you can't blame them. A misread for FaZe, and Karrigan's even...
You say misread, but like with JL being here, that is a huge asset to NAVI.
Yeah, they're coming under, you're right.
And so it makes some sense that they would want to try and rejoin him.
Yeah, I'm actually glad, not just for the low HP AWP, but give Wonderful the rifle right now. He's feeling it. And Robs, this is awkward, but he might still find JL in the open.
You know what might happen? In the most awkward ways, they made this decision to rotate at the last possible second, but JL, I think, could end up dying here. Instead, swings out and finds Robs in at the ramp. He was ready for that wraparound all the way through mid, but they don't get past Brokey's AWP. And so now it's just JL left to finish what he started. First the AWP, then the rifle. Got to deal with them both. It's Karrigan left to clutch. And JL's got his number on the angle. He might have won enough time. Just makes it into the site. And with second left to spare, JL gets that bomb planted. He is operating on some small margins right now, is JL. Can he best Karrigan to deliver NAVI their first round on the T side? JL. Can he do what Wonderful couldn't? Deliver around all on his own? No, it's just robbed away as Karrigan stand time, shall we say, where it's not like the usual star-studded performance you need to lock in the wins from them. They're at least looking good to open this up. But no one else has really come into their own yet. Very quiet game, especially when you think about how he started this series. He's 0-6. Ima and Alexi both there alongside him with just 1 kill. All the output has had to come from individuals right now, and those individuals are JL and Wonderful, one of whom is already dead to open up this round. So a big problem for NAVI. Emma, is it his turn? Is it his turn for the big round? Rain dead in the meantime. Bit gets on the board as well. this one still has legs on it. That flash blinded everyone. Real opportunity there, but it's given enough time for Broky's orb to move over. Smoke blowing wide, and it's actually Broky to lock in that kill.
It's on for the ace, and he's going to get it. Wonderful crosses down on ramp. Broky holds the flank. FaZe, close rounds, but this would be their cleanest yet, looking for the 7-0 lead. Wonderful steps made. Broky misses, but he's going to go back for more off the pistol and take that ace for FaZe. Broky ain't missing to death. Scoreline, it's not like these rounds are clean and comfortable for FaZe. So, yeah, the save allows this rebuy, but one more round where everyone dies and FaZe are eco or force. So NAVI are right on the tip of making this a fine T-side. 5 rounds, especially with how this game began, you wouldn't turn your nose up at that.
You're telling yourself, there's no way I die doing that. So he just plays the chess game of util over in the apartments. Teeing up for the A hit right now in NAVI. Smoke lands over in window. And that's not to facilitate Alexi, it's Ema coming in through lower, who's going to try and take this composition away, but Robs edges the smoke, plays behind it still. Ima's going to find him on the opener. Broky flashed off, and he's really got to keep his wits about him here. Ramp's open, and Wonderful holds the line. Are they ready for rain? Up on top of Palace, he'll go unchecked, but fires off early, and it's a quick turnaround as NAVI chain together too. Now they're getting...
There's that eco. Alexi knows it. That's why he's storming up catwalk with barely a window smoke. Lands late. Or rather, he arrives early. NAVI are right on time for a 5-round T-half. That's their goal. Entering every which way. Oof. 1 kill, no more.
But more dominant than that, right? With the streak they were on, then they at least kind of realized that good half that they've been searching for. If not, NAVI really have closed this gap up and have a fighting chance here on Mirage. These are the rounds they've been playing for. This is the moment they've been waiting for, and they're going to lean over towards Carrigan's B-bomb site.
Perfect call. Does JL have multiple smokes here, I wonder? Yes.
Extra.
He's going to throw this exec. Hope he can catch a gap. The issue is Rops who dropped under. If he doesn't panic rotate, if Carrigan gets his jump spot, they're going to be able to flank really quickly. So Rops is actually playing for the round win right now. Carrigan just has to buy time, get 1 kill. Frozen's fallen at the back of short. Carrigan buying time, buying nothing but his own life. It's Ema with a double entry. Rops gets that kill and the retake is on.
That's a really nice move from Rain.
Bombs in apps.
Oh no, yeah, and Robs was able to uproot the bomb. That was on Wonderful right at the back.
Oh, wow.
Emma and Bit chain together kills, but they still got to go back and get this bomb away from Robs.
Does he even know?
He shouldn't be aware of
I
it.
don't think he is, yeah. Well, unless he's making some really long rotation, hoping they take time. But this is, I mean, it's not like you went up cat. This is so long that by the time they get the bomb, they're going to realize. So, yeah, this one's appearing clear for NAVI. It might just end in a ROP save on the A site. Damn. If he knew, definitely a round worth fighting for. Fantastic entries for on B, the round-winning impact kills. So NAVI keeping us guessing, keeping FaZe stressing, and there's Wonderful with the opening kill to collapse upon this bomb site.
Yeah, Broky dead as well, even though the second rifle rotates in of Robs. It's just the one and done, and he needed to provide so much more. Carrigan landed some blinders with his scout on Dust 2 to start this series, but no follow-up here and now as NAVI chain together 5 in a row to close out this half of that first half. NAVI have made this a very competitive game after all, and that's easier said than done when you start with 7 rounds up against you.
Yeah, let's see if it's flustered FaZe, though. They're going straight in for an A execute, and NAVI are going to have extremely quick rotations based on this setup. Not even a B player in sight. 2 in sight, in fact. Alexi back behind the triple box, waiting for them to appear. The deep smokes will not deny NAVI's fight in this site. Carrigan gets his entry, but Alexi's waiting for the time to strike. Back's turned, can't hit the clean kill. Knife out, he will finish the job, and Bomb makes it down for now. There's a team kill in the midst of the madness, and NAVI are going to pay the price.
JL's trying to make amends for it now, walking up, and oh, he will! JL, bloodthirsty, and it's just him left, but Frozen cooks up the reply. 2 quick kills to respond to.
Now NAVI are in, once again, a very tough situation where FaZe are going to take that early half lead yet again. Comebacks on comebacks here for Natus Vincia.
Fast up through Con. Carrigan leads the charge. Ricky's making that AWP money, and Carrigan's going to go hunting for some of his own. Quick 2K from his Mag 10, and so pretty clean round by all measures here for FaZe. Only up against the USPs. There wasn't much danger. And Brokey, there's that money for that AWP getting built up early on. And didn't quite have... No, I mean, it has to start right away, right? They have to... You can't afford to have that nearly but not quite start that they had in the first half. They need the heat from the get-go. So they'll set fire to Rain over in middle. Carrigan falls alongside him, and there's just one man left in the mid lanes, but not for long as JL hounds him down. That's more like it for NAVI. Bomb under their control. The bonus round for FaZe lost to the wayside. Robson Frozen doing some damage here. Would be lovely. They've got to think about their own money as well. It is so taken by NAVI. This late swing out from behind the box is JL playing on Wonderful's contacts, so he takes the attention, and then JL gets involved, and it works brilliantly.
Bonus to Broke, very quick for FaZe. Tech9s and AWP, bit of a mixed match by Frozen through the smoke, just spams JL. Somehow they go 2 for 1 in middle. Rain coming up from under could put a lot of pressure. Wonderful's aware of it. He's back off towards the catwalk. Try and find his underpick. Rain almost gives it away, maintaining the man advantage for now. And a re-smoke to deny info is perfectly timed as FaZe just walk the walk into that B-bomb site. Oh, this is so awkward for Rain. He can't get out of dodge. And Wonderful now given room to get back to the bomb site just in time.
Yeah, Rain dying there causes you big problems, right? He was trying to keep the pressure on over in mid, but NAVI just launched a successful mid retake, and so they know it's clear. Not only is Wonderful here, but Alexi's flanking in through lower, and he's going to have great timing on this backstab.
Oh, Brokey's dead. Surely.
He has dropped off into the safety of the van. With Bit finding the kill from short, Brokey's got to reposition, tries to get this trade. That takes his eye off of the apartments, and so Alexi gets there just in time. Brokey never even gets to fire a shot, and that AWP that they saved up for, that AWP that was meant to be salvation in this round here and now, only gets 1 shot to ever be involved in that round.
And they happen to strike gold. 2 rounds behind now, and that's going to get closer quick. Just pistols for FaZe. It's been quite a series, a competitive series. 2 more one-sided maps. Finalizing in a very back-and-forth Mirage decider. I say that, now we still do have to convert this anti-eco. Losing JL early doesn't make life easy. But it's Alexi. B's in the name. As he sits on his site. And Wonderful will give him that forewarning and should take a scalp with him.
First man makes it across, but Rops ain't so lucky. Carrigan's the one that's actually made it into B, and even then he's been spotted, now dealt with. Alexi on a tear from short. No such pitfalls that we saw Carrigan have.
FaZe can look to go back to middle. Underpass smokes makes it pretty obvious, so Carrigan should be making that call. But FaZe pretty limited on util. Rain's still got a Molotov if he wants to get it under. Ema playing with fire. They just go through the last thing you expect. Carrigan running that smoke. That is madness. Not sure what NAVI were hoping for there.
I don't think he goes through it. Ema doesn't jump. But he hears the jump of like him moving away, and then it's free real estate at that point.
That's a boost.
Carrigan gives them a taste of their own medicine. It's not nice when someone comes lurking out through a smoke and shoots you in the back, is it? Wonderful tries to take up this position over at Khan, and he's going to spot one for free. Carrigan a little too wide. Big double for Wonderful, and Bit even barrels out through the window. Brokey's going to have eyes in the back of his head, and he doesn't. It's just Rops left standing here as NAVI are about to tie this up from 0-7 down. They look to bring the scoreline back to 9-all. And break FaZe's money again, leaving themselves firmly in the driver's seat of this one. Unless Rops can do the impossible. He heard a step from JL, but he can't catch him on the swing. And so NAVI don't just reach it. I mean, the only other time you've seen him with the AWP was in a low-buy round where it was a mishmash of pistols around Galil's. So now he actually has teammates that are armed and ready to go around him. Let's see if that can be a difference maker. Wonderful wants to be involved early, taking this AWP up into the top of mid.
Kind of has to commit because no one's watching his lower right now. There we go. JL climbs over to cover his back. Oh!
That is not an easy shot. And Wonderful makes it look so simple.
Little shaky wrist, and he gets out of there 5-on-4ing FaZe. Now very spread for FaZe. 2 players towards B and under. Carrigan even curious about potential ramp push. That's a nice molly for Brokey. Can he catch the kill? Alexi drops off. The flames actually elude vision. Damage worth taking for Alexi. He survives in the B site. But gotta be careful. Going for info could cost him his life.
Oh my god!
Oh.
What? That's meant to be Rops's! He's waiting for something like that. He's waiting for that sort of move. Bit gets the info and then ruins his day. And so the reply might be swift from NAVI. It starts with Wonderful roaming into the top of middle. Bit's extended it even further with a really cheeky wallbang. And now back in to that familiar feeling, the Wonderful AWP looking to rob you of a round. Carrigan once more bests him in the head-to-head, but surely they can't take it any further than this as NAVI claps upon FaZe to tie us up once more.
FaZe may have proven themselves.
Mindsets here, NAVI are in a better place than FaZe are. We can look at it and say, well, the rounds are really close, and that's sort of what gave a real helping hand for the game to come back. But for FaZe, who are in it, who are in the mud right now, they're just recalling they were 7-0 up. This game felt like it was theirs for the taking. NAVI, meanwhile, they've had answers all throughout that initial 7-0 beginning, and they're going to look to continue. Carrigan dead first. Rain with a reply at least. But no good deed going unpunished here. This time it's Immer getting involved early.
Been extremely influential. He's had the head-to-head v Carrigan numerous times on both halves in Connector, and it seems like he's finally started to take the lead in that fight as well. On this CT side, swings over stairs to take 2. And this old Mao's mishmash is gone. Rob's very late. If he actually wants to have impact in this round, he can't sit still in T-spawn. No one is taking control on the A side. It's Ema coming in on a flank. Timing is everything. Robs could catch him. But this B entry, integral. There's that spot. Ema gets the damage. He just departs. Alexi now knows it's coming.
Still, he is the only man here. Everyone else is very, very far away, but he's got a 1v1 for the round, essentially. If he can find Brokey... Oh, that's an awkward miss. That was the round right there, and it all hinged on Brokey flushing out Alexi B. Rops never even gets a chance to get involved.
That fadeaway smoke made him so paranoid that Ima was still holding this flank, but Ima never knew where Rops was. He only saw B-Apps players. I'm loving how much space Ima's taking in this game. T-side was a nuisance in connector. Won a couple of rounds right in that 5-round comeback. And now on CT side.
Money in dire straits for FaZe. That saved AK. On the back of Rops, the only light in the tunnel here. He's often been away from the action, often hoping to punish players in rotation or getting aggressive, but those opportunities have never arrived. So it's the B rush, the B pop, and Alexi offers up that quick double to slow the roll of FaZe and make this round super unlikely now. They were hoping they could knock down the doors of that B site and be on to a winner. It has not gone their way.
Now it's just a freestyle for FaZe. They've got no lines to learn. Doing it off the dome. And NAVI have players still spread across the entire map. It's a bit of a gap found for Rain, but it's one that will be communicated. Look at Ima holding that murder hole back from CT. Beckoning FaZe into a trap of NAVI's creation. 2v4 as Frozen puts this AK to use, but it's got to do so much more. Solo player at the B bomb site. Frozen puts the pressure on. Alexi not going to get caught just yet. Brokey will take some space. Got to make it audible to get down out of the balcony. Alexi not walking into his crosshair just yet. Brokey makes that noise. Now full info for Na'Vi. 30 seconds. Fake comes in. Alexi buys it. Frozen sells it, taking down Ima. And Alexi hides inside of the smoke. They should know. They lose track. Frozen 1v3. 20 seconds. There shouldn't be a way in. And Wonderful makes sure of it. Na'Vi from 7-0 down.
To those semi-finals. A strong start for FaZe means nothing if it falls apart in the end. Ima aggressive out through middle, catches Carrigan unawares. Rain and Brokey, well, at least keep FaZe looking pretty.
Right when you're ready to write FaZe off, they just give you the extra spur of momentum, those extra bonus rounds. Can they keep them coming, or will Wonderful be their undoing?
He has been the guy since the start, since the dawn of Mirage, to try keep the fires lit for NAVI. And in the dying lights of this map, he's still very much shining. 25 and 16. And constantly staying mobile on that AWP. You never know where to look. JL's getting aggressive here. If Rain can catch this kill, that opens up so much for FaZe Clan. JL hangs around to fight this, and JL wins it. That could have been their diamond in the rough. That could have been them finding a way to long this game out, but now the hope rests with Frozen and Brokey. Wonderful's backing up his captain. They can hear Brokey moving into window. Backstab for Wonderful, catches Brokey looking the wrong way, and Frozen just doesn't have the time. 20 seconds as he moves out through CT. There's no world, there's no way. And NAVI from 0-7 down have managed the comeback on Mirage, booking that spot in the semi-finals, and it's spearheaded with a lights-out